Do you have less than $2,000 in your checking account? Are you consistently needing cool stuff for the sake of upgrading your lifestyle? Or are you a person with so much stuff you really don't know what to do with it anymore? If you are either of these three people, what you are about to watch might change your life. Many do not realize that when buying things, a very powerful chemical release is occurring in the brain. People tend to buy things because when they see an item online or in person, it makes them feel something deep inside. That feeling creates visions within that individual of how much better or different their life could be if they had it. You then go ahead and buy said item, take it home, and have the rush of living in the moment with that item for a period of time. This period may be over in a day or in several weeks, but eventually, the high of dopamine you had received from purchasing it will fade out and all but vanish. So what is the solution to get that feeling back? Buy more things, of course. Surely buying the iPhone 16 Max is going to make me feel as good as I did when I bought my iPhone 15 Max. If I just had one more Labubu, I wouldn't feel so empty inside. My house is boring me. It's time to completely redecorate and get new pictures and accessories. Okay, just kidding. This may be one answer on how we can get that feeling back, but the other option will liberate you, make you find other outlets to get this feeling without spending, and make your bank account huge in the process. For today's topic, we will be going over how spending money on items creates an unhealthy dopamine loop within ourselves, why we should only buy what we need, and what you should do on the other side when you have broken said dopamine loop. When it comes to the first point, here's the big secret. The thing you are buying is often not the thing that makes you happy. It's the process of buying it. The hunt for the perfect thing you are looking for in your life is like creating a quest. You imagine the end result with the item, and the only way to fulfill this goal is by purchasing the item. This is where the chemical rush comes from, the process of fulfilling a goal you set in your mind, much more than the actual physical item itself. This is also why if you are looking for the perfect item and compare and contrast every single item until you have narrowed down what is best for you, the dopamine release is huge. You would have essentially created a bigger goal or quest, so the dopamine payoff corresponds to the higher amount of effort you put into the purchase. After receiving the item, you are in a sort of honeymoon phase with it, where every moment of it feels awesome. But within a few days, or best case, a few months, it just becomes another thing in your collection of things. And because our brains are incredible at associations, your brain is going to begin nudging you to buy something else to get that same dopamine sensation. We have a consciously free ability to say no to this, but if we don't recognize the pattern, it can keep us trapped for years of our life. This brings me into the next point. Why should we only buy what we need? Going back to the quest analogy, our minds actually work this way with just about anything in life. We have full control over what activities or quests we want to build up in our mind, and upon completion, we get another huge dopamine release. The secret to not buying lots of random stuff is to acknowledge and understand that, yes, it feels really good to do so, but then bring yourself back to reality and remind yourself the feeling is not permanent and I will have less money. By understanding this is a temporary release, you can direct your energies into gaining dopamine from activities and goals versus constantly feeling like you need more stuff. You don't need more stuff. Your brain chemicals just want to hit and are telling you that you do. Therefore, by changing the outlet you get your dopamine from, you can still obtain this chemical release, but in a way that doesn't drain your bank account. The more you say no to shopping and obtaining things, the less it will affect you over time. Now, I'm not saying don't buy anything. I'm saying only spend money on the absolute essentials to do your other quests and goals. If you just got an apartment and have absolutely nothing, I'm not suggesting to buy nothing. Get yourself a bed, get a couch, buy a fridge full of food, get your essentials in order. Then, buy yourself items to achieve your greater goals. If you want to do creative or business endeavors, buy a really nice computer. If you want to paint, buy an easel and art supplies. If you want to learn music, buy a piano. The point of these purchases is not to satisfy the urge of buying them, it's to set yourself up with healthy outlets toward a bigger quest or goal that you might have set for yourself. When you have these items in place, you can now begin getting your dopamine fill from doing things that will actually grow you and leave lasting change in your life, versus buying something and then feeling empty inside shortly after because it really isn't getting you anywhere. The other side of breaking the shopping dopamine loop should be you having exactly what you need to achieve your goals, and enough common comforts that you are comfortable when you are home. This will be different for everyone. Some people really might be okay with little to nothing to get what they want out of life, and some might need more. But the whole point of not wanting things is to truly understand the greatest things come from within. You will feel infinitely more rewarded focusing on yourself and your growth by making yourself chemically dependent on it. And we must break unhealthy shopping habits to achieve this. Your overall happiness will increase as well because the money you are not spending can now begin to pile up in your bank, and you will be getting dopamine from activities that develop you as a person. I would try to save as much as possible, as that money can create even greater possibilities for your future once you have it. Congratulations, you are now free from the clutches of spending addiction. Now the biggest question you have to ask yourself is, what are you going to replace it with? Your answer has the potential to change your life forever. Please comment below if you have any questions, stories, or anything related to this topic you want to share. If this helped you out and you want to support the channel, liking and subscribing helps me a lot. Also, if you would like exclusive deeper insights into every video's topic, and to be immortalized into every video's credits, you can subscribe to my Patreon to help me out even further. Thank you so much for taking some time to watch this.